And hello everybody and welcome into Rock Springs, Wyoming. The Rock Springs Stallions B team is playing host to their rivals from just 12 miles west, the Green River Knights.
Starting off pitching today for the Stallions.
This is game one of our home finale doubleheader for this B team Stallions squad, hosting the Green River Knights. First, taking a look at the lineup for Green River. Batting first, Ben Lale. He is the starting third baseman. Batting second, the starting second baseman, Dawson Peterson. Batting third, the Knights starting pitcher, Lander Welch. Batting fourth, Green River's starting center fielder, Riker Dane. Batting fifth, the shortstop for Green River, Bracken Lale. Batting sixth, the starting first baseman for the Knights, Camden Liebelt. Batting seventh, the center fielder for Green River, right fielder, Rob Pointy, the right fielder. Catching, the eighth position batter, Drew Smith. And rounding out the lineup for the Green River Knights, Keenan Hamill, who will be the starting left fielder on defense. Now for the defensive lineup for Rock Springs. Pitching, Griffin Garner. Catching, Landon Oliver. First base, Ivan Valerio. Second base, Colton Gunyon. Playing third, Ryan Zadi. At the shortstop position, Damian Valerio. In left field for Rock Springs Stallions, Jonah Anderson. In center field, Dominic Adams. And in right field for the Rock Springs Stallions B team, Dax Shepard.
Yeah, that's good.
Lale now stepping into the box to get this game underway. Here's the first pitch from Garner. That one up and just a bit high for a ball, 1-0. That one low and in the dirt. 2-0. A cloudy and windy afternoon here for game one here in North Rock Springs, as that one was just low as well. Garner and the Stallions early, behind in the count, 3-0. Here's pitch 4. That one in there for a strike. 3-1 now.
Definitely. She'll know everything about adulting then. Nice catch. Ooh, really.
And that one just outside for ball 4. Dawson Peterson now up to the plate. And Peterson tries to bunt, but that rolls just foul.
She's getting Hudson from Carson.
0-1 following that.
You can only catch her out to Carson.
Garner looks back to keep Ben Lale from advancing too much from first. And that one in there for a strike, no swing attempt from Peterson. 0-2 now with 1 on.
I was like, well, they're fine. Actually, I'm saying this was tires. So,
And here it comes. That one rolls to Garner. Garner in time at first to Ivan Valerio. So that sets down Dawson Peterson
Up to bat,
on the
number
ground
9,
out.
Lander Welsh.
Just name the kid.
Lander Welch now up. Welch watches one just inside the right part of the zone. 0-1 now. One gone. Ben Lale in scoring position at second.
Nice.
There's a grounder right to the pitcher from Griffin Garner to Valerio at first.
Up to bat, number 34, Riker Dane.
No, wait, it's
Easy play for Ivan Valerio. And that's 2 gone. Riker Dane now up.
nice pitch.
That one right over the heart of the zone. No doubt a strike. 0-1.
I thought that was where he is. I think he had to go to Stacy Jones's. He's coming.
No.
And that one high catcher Landon Oliver had to stand all the way up to catch that one. 1-1 to count now.
Well, they want to redo that upstairs too.
Yeah, but I think ground stakes well.
Dane ready for pitch 3. Here it comes. That runs in and hits him. Gets him on the left shoulder. So Dane
Coming up to the
moves
plate,
up to
number 2,
first
Bracken Lynn.
Like, why was he always play like that?
on the hit by pitch.
Brian CQ. 2 years later.
Bracken Lale up to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Following the Riker Dane hit by pitch. Garner tosses back to second.
Like, how did he do that?
Lale able to dive back in safely. Ben Lale. Brother Bracken Lale is at the plate now. Bracken Lale swings through that one. 0-1 now. Wind staying pretty consistent here in North Rock Springs. Cloudy over the field. High 80s at this point. Now that one was just outside for a ball. 1-1 now. And swinging through that one, slight contact with the front of the bat, goes back and foul for Bracken Lale. So that makes it a 1-2 count, 2 gone with 2 runners on. That one runs just in on him, over his feet, so now it's a 2-2 count with 2 gone and 2 on. Can Griffin Garner and Rock Springs get out of this? That one in there for a strike to cut. Leo looking. Bracken Lale set down on strikes. That's the 3rd out, ending the top of the 1st. Green River strands 2. Rock Springs to swing the bats next. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger with Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball against rival Green River Knights.
Stallions. Number 41, Griffin Garner.
And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of inning number 1. Still no score in this Rock Springs Stallions B team. Game 1 of 2 of our home doubleheader season finale for here in North Rock Springs. Griffin Garner leading off for the Stallions. Watches that one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Welch is on the mound for Green River, as that one was just outside for a ball. Playing catcher, Drew Smith, as that one is fouled off right in front of the Stallions dugout for Green River. At first base, Camden Liebelt. At second base, Dawson Peterson. At third base, Ben Lale, as that one was in there for a strike. 2-2 now. At shortstop for Green River, Bracken Lale. Keenan Hamill, left field, as that one was low for a ball. It's now 3-2 now. Riker Dane at center field for Green River, and Rob Poiney in right field for the Knights defensively. On a full count, Garner with one, and that gets down left
Now
field.
to the plate, number 10, Ryan Zotti.
Love seats for the minutes. Couple models going hits. They don't even want to pick.
Strong left field single to lead off from Griffin Garner. Ryan Zotti now up.
Ooh, way behind.
And Zotti swings through that one.
Brian wants a video.
And Griffin Garner called out, sliding back into first. Wow, can't say I saw that coming.
Let's go, Ryan.
So that's the first out. Ryan Zotti watches that one low and in the dirt. Ball 1, so now it's a 1-1 count. With one gone as Griffin Garner was called out. That's a slow roller second. Zotti not able to beat out the throw. That's the second out. At first,
Up to bat, number 11, Dominic Adams.
Stallion center fielder Dominic Adams now up. With 2 gone for the Stallions, here to lead off the first. That one lined right to third, over to first, and it's a quick 3 outs. That one a 5-3 out. Third baseman to first. So we head to the top of the second. Still no score between the Green River Knights and the Rock Springs Stallions. Game 1 of 2 between these two squads. final day of play at home for the Stallions here in North Rock Springs. This is Andrew Gallinger. Stay with us. And welcome back, everybody. Top of inning number 2.
Or is that who's up? I think it's 11.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
My bad. Number 11,
Camden.
Camden. Lebo. That was that.
As we start the top of the second, Camden Liebelt
My bad, guys.
now up for Green River.
Yes!
Liebelt, the 6th batter in the order. That one outside and passes by Stallions catcher Landon Oliver to the right of the plate. Ball 1.
I know, they're short.
And that one outside to the right of the plate again, just to the outside of Oliver's outstretched glove. 2-0 now. And Liebelt fouls that one off to right. 2-1.
My cat will find like moths on my roof and then she'll like be on top of me.
My dog used to love chasing after moths. Nice pitch.
And here's that one in there. That goes for a strike. 2-2.
Where did they eat?
And here comes pitch 5. That one high. Just above the top of the zone, but still directly over the plate. Full count now for the leadoff man in the second. Camden Liebelt for Green River, 3-2. And that one low for ball 4. So Liebelt walks to lead off the second. Next up for Green River, Rob Poiney.
I'll stick.
Poiney watches. Here comes the pitch from Griffin Garner. Poiney swings through that one. 0-1. Here's pitch 2.
Nice pitch.
Swinging through that one over the heart of the plate. 0-2 for Poiney and the Green River Knights. With batter number 2 here in the top of the second. Oh, and that one runs in and plows Poiney.
Up to bat number 91.
That one looked like it hurt, but he's jogging over to first, following the hit by pitch.
Come on, guys. Let's get him out here.
Drew Smith now up. Smith with 2 on, nobody out. That one in there for a strike. Both on base and this top of the second have been via the walk and hit by pitch.
I just always stop talking.
See, I have to
I still like these, but they don't care.
First one low, and then that one was in there for a strike. Smith checked his swing. Even 1-1 now. And that one runs in. Almost hits
Well, I mean,
Drew Smith.
it was very close.
Perhaps the wind having an impact with where these balls are traveling, because it certainly does not look like Griffin Garner is specifically off with his pitching. It seems like the wind is playing a part in pulling the balls also, as that one was nice and straight, swinging through that one. Drew Smith for strike 2, full count now, 3-2, as that one is in there. Caught Smith looking. That's out, number 1.
Keenan Ham.
That's why I come scared. I'm afraid I'm going to do that. It'll be fine. Bro.
You doing alright there, sir?
Keenan Hamill now up. And that one in there at the low end of the strike zone, right side. 0-1. Here's the second one. And that one fouled off.
Our first foul ball.
Oh, yeah. That foul ball sponsored by
0-2 now.
Teton Hydraulics.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
That foul ball was sponsored by Teton
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics.
Now should be B&L excavation.
What did you say? Acceleration.
He just couldn't say it.
He said like acceleration.
Griffin Garner and catcher Landon Oliver having a short conference on the mound for the Stallions here as we work our way through the top of the second. Game 1 of 2 here tonight between Green River Knights and the Rock Springs Stallions. These 2 games serve as the last 2 at home for the year for Rock Springs, as that's in right. For that one, as you could probably hear from the cheering, caught
Coming to the plate, number 2, Redmond.
by Dax Shepard for out number 2. And that one gets away. And that allowed Camden Liebout to come around. Liebout had moved to third on that fly out by Hamill, and then came home on the wild pitch with Ben Lale at the plate. So it's now 1-0 Green River. As Ben Lale is now up on a 2-0 count. Rob Pointy now at second. That one in there for a strike. So the count now 2-1. Ivan Valerio able to snag that liner from Ben Lale right at first for the third out. The top of the second ends with Green River on top 1-0, following Camden Liebout coming in from third on the wild pitch with Ben Lale up to bat. 1-0 the lead for Green River as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. This is Andrew Gallinger on Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. You are listening to B-Team coverage between the Green River Knights and Rock Springs Stallions.
Coming up to the plate, number 30, Ivan Valerio.
And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of inning number 2. Green River Knights in town to take on the Rock Springs Stallions. Knights up 1-0 following a wild pitch with Ben Lale at the plate to brought them in from third home, Camden Liebout. Valerio on for his first plate appearance today.
26 seconds.
Good eye, kid.
That one high and just outside to the left of the plate. In there on Valerio. 1-0.
Leave that there, bud.
And Valerio fouls that one off. 1-1.
Good eye, kid.
Ivan Valerio watches that one. Up high left corner of the zone. Ball 2. That one outside to the right of the plate. 3-1 now. And Ivan Valerio swings through that one. Makes it now a full count. 3-2.
Straighten up, man, you're battling.
Valerio fouls that one off to right. Count holds. Full at 3-2.
Good eye, kid.
There's the pitch. That one just outside for ball 4.
Now up to bat, number
So
48,
Ivan Valerio
Brendan
on
Oliver.
to lead off the bottom of the second with a walk. Landon Oliver, Stallions starting catcher, now up.
Go, Landon. You want water? Good eye, kid.
And that one outside gets away.
Easy up.
Ivan Valerio allowed to reach second on the steal. Just like that, Rock Springs with the runner in scoring position. 1-0 the count now for Landon Oliver. Oliver watches that one. Strike one over the heart of the plate. And Oliver smashes that one. That gets down to the deep line. That's going to be a double with an RBI. Valero comes home,
Up to bat, number 8.
courtesy of the RBI double to right from Landon Oliver.
I like this. Do you know Becky, Adrian growing? So Jason's Walker song came out. And she's like,
Colton Gunyon.
well, I like this song, the little sauce music.
That one caught by the first baseman.
Coming up to the plate, number 7.
Camden Liebelt. Had to fly out for the first out. Colton Gunyon sat down on his very first swing.
How about part of the girl sitting in the middle?
Damian Valerio now up. That one high, ball one. Damian Valerio's brother Ivan came around to score just a couple batters ago. We are tied at 1-1 here as we continue to work our way through the second, as that one was in there for a strike. 1-1. That's fouled back for Damian Valerio. 1-2 now with one gone. One runner on.
Yeah, my mom really gets so
Already one score in for the Stallions.
I'm like, Mom, she told me.
We're tied 1-1 currently as we still work our way through the bottom of inning number 2. And that one in there for a strike.
Up to bat, number 13.
That's
Jonah
the
Anderson.
second out. Starting left fielder, Jonah Anderson now up.
That's painful. You said it could be Elmo's world too. Yeah. I know.
And that one gets away from
Like he would change it.
catcher Drew Smith.
Oh, you would say that was a ball.
Smith has to chase
He
it
really
down.
wanted it. Like I asked him, I said, "Are you sure?"
No advancement from Landon Oliver. Oliver remains at third.
If anything, though, Dax is the one that I could see.
And swinging through that one is Anderson. 1-1 the count now. Anderson swing and a miss.
Let's go, Jonah.
1-2 now. 2 gone. Leading score for the Stallions. Just 90 feet away with Landon Oliver. And that went outside to the right of the plate for a ball. Even now, 2-2. 2 gone with the runner on third. And that one runs in almost hits Anderson. Anderson has to twist out of it in the batter's box. Full count now.
They're all cute.
And that one fouls off.
Oh, nice catch. You get a piece of candy, Cindy. No, please. Oh, nice. Yeah.
And that one gets away. A wild pitch with Jonah Anderson is ball 4. But that also being that it got so far out of the reach of Drew Smith, Landon Oliver came home. And the Stallions now have the lead. 2-1.
He embraces it. Let's go, Dak.
Dak Shepard now up.
I promise I didn't see that. He picked it instead.
That one in there for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, they'll be in it.
Shepard watches that one coming in on him. 1-1 now. And that one outside to the right of the plate almost gets away from Smith in his catcher position for Green River. Able to haul it in before Jonah Anderson can advance from second. Makes the count 2-1 now. That one just high. 3-1. Dak Shepard can be patient with this next pitch. And that one low, ball 4.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 41, Griffin Garner.
So on that walk, Jonah Anderson moves up to second. So we head back to the top of the lineup. Griffin Garner now up with 2 on and 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Between Rock Springs and Green River B teams.
Nice hit.
Gets one in the left. Left field double
Bat number 10, Ryan
for
Ryan.
Griffin Garner.
She's like,
That brought Jonah Anderson home from second for an RBI double for Griffin Garner. And we've got Dak Shepard now at third. And it gets down in center. As I'm sure you could hear the excitement in our booth here, that was Ryan Zotti with an RBI double. Brought in Dak Shepard. So just like that, it is a 1-5 lead.
Hurting USA.
Yeah.
That's without my luck. So.
Oh, that's maybe your one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that also brought Griffin Garner in, so that
Mine would be.
ended up as a 2-run RBI double. Strong double from Ryan Zotti. Dominic Adams now up.
Nice, done.
There's one. That gets down.
Just kidding. Good job, Ryan.
up to bat, number 30, Ivan Valerio.
Dominic Adams, a single to deep right. That allows Ryan Zotti to stop at third. So now we have Ivan Valerio back up to the plate here in the top of the second. Runners at the corners. Valerio walked and eventually came around to score
I don't even feel bad.
when he led off the second. That one in there for a strike 0-1. That one runs in on Valerio, gets away as a wild pitch.
This is their game.
In now from third on the wild pitch, Ryan Zotti, and that makes it a 6-1 lead
Neither one.
for Rock Springs. And that gets away again. So now Dominic Adams
Can I see your name?
advances to third
My legs are sticking to the chair.
on 2 straight wild pitches.
Yeah, he didn't.
Ivan Valerio
That's worse.
still up with the 2-1 count. That went outside to the right of the plate. Ball 3.
Hanson, Hamill, Fuller,
Go, Ivan.
Dylan Peterson was the only one. Or not Dylan Peterson, Dawson Peterson, but he only pitched 3 pitches.
And that one just high, ball 4.
Lando.
Up to bat.
Good eye from Ivan Valerio. So now with Landon Oliver up as this bottom of the second continues, we have runners at the corners. Dominic Adams at third. Ivan Valerio at first. Stallions B team leads Green River Knights B team 6-1. And that one gets away. It's ball 1, also allows Valerio to move up to second safely.
Go, Landon.
When they go up to
Oliver watching. There's one. That gets through. Two that come across. And Valerio. So that's an RBI double for Landon Oliver. 2 RBIs for Oliver is unable to glove that one. Bracken Lale. That's why Oliver was able to get the double.
Sorry.
Colton Gunyon now up.
Beautiful. Look, dude.
That one just high for a ball. 1-0.
Go, Colton.
So with those two coming home on the fielding error from Green River and the double by Landon Oliver, Ivan Valerio and Dominic Adams, the score is now Rock Springs 8, Green River 1.
Hey, I heard you got set. Or I saw you got set. That's an L.
I like your boots.
And that one low for a ball, 3-1 now.
That's cool too.
Good, kid, good.
When did he get stuck?
And that one low, ball 4. Colton Gunyon on now via the walk.
My career about to crash like brothers. I'm not waiting for 106 blood. I can tell you, any man trust me. I got a 10-year-old me till they buzz. 325 on the dashboard. Running the porch like a top before. I bought a furnace.
And now we have a mound visit for the Green River Knights as this long bottom of the second continues. Rock Springs has now seen 11 batters. As Valerio comes up as the 11. Excuse me, 12 batters seen. Damian Valerio is now the 13th for the bottom of the second for the Stallions. And that right to the pitcher. From the pitcher to first for the third out. After a long inning, that saw Rock Springs pick up 8. It's an 8-1 lead for Rock Springs as we head to the top of inning number 3. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger on Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball. And welcome back, everybody, to the top of the 3rd inning for Green River. Dawson Peterson up to bat. 8-1 Rock Springs leads in this B-team matchup.
21.
And quickly, first 2, just outside for balls, 2-0.
Hey, Mary, would you give me a bite, sir?
And that one just low 3-0 now.
Thank you.
And that went outside again, so quickly, ball 4. Peterson, a quick 4-pitch walk to lead off the 3rd for Green River. Lander Welch now up. And that went in there for a strike. Oh, and 1 now, 1 runner on. Can Green River respond to the 8 runs that Rock Springs put up in the bottom of the 2nd? That one low for a ball. 1-1. And there's one up. That's caught in deep right. Dak Shepard had to stretch, but made a very impressive catch. That's the first out.
24.
Lander Welch down and right.
That was a great catch.
Riker Dane now up. And that's caught at second.
That's okay.
We're good. And skip the balls, guys.
That one called by Colton Gunyon.
Up to bat.
But the quick
3,
throw
Bracken
to first to catch Dawson Peterson, and the double play potentially got away, and now Peterson is up to second on that wild pitch. Bracken Lale now up. Watch the first one for a strike. 0-1. And Lale, that's a grounder right to the shortstop. That grounder right to Damian Valerio gets it to his brother Ivan Valerio for the third out.
Keep up the energy.
Green River unable to capitalize. 1 run on and 4 batters. We had 3 outs. Heading to the bottom of the third. Rock Springs still holding serve. 8-1. Stay with us. Bottom of the third. Coming up next. This is Andrew Gallinger on Stallions Baseball.
Oh wait, no. I think it's Jones. Yeah. That's the pretty sure it's Jones. Up to bat, number 13, Jonah Anderson.
Joe, at the next break, can I get a bottle of water?
Oh yeah, let me text
Thank you.
Megan.
Oh,
She's
okay.
down there now.
All right. And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the third inning. Rock Springs Jonah Anderson now up.
Baby Shark.
Anderson walked and then came around to score
What was that? I'm sorry.
in the second. As that one was in there for a strike. That second one close. There's 0-2 now.
I think it's
Oh.
1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and
Sorry,
2
I
now.
thought I hit it and it didn't come up.
And that one outside. We've now got an even count. 2-2.
Nice. Yes, nice
And
hit.
there's one that gets through. Jonah Anderson singles to center to lead off the bottom of the third. Dak Shepard now up to bat. And Shepard bunts, but that bounces foul down the third baseline. 0-1 the count now.
What's up?
Want to thank our Mustang Athletic sponsors who have supported us all season long. Ramsey Eye Care Center, Memorial Hospital of Sweetwater County, as that one gets away, allowing Jonah Anderson to advance to second on a wild pitch.
Searle Brothers.
Feller Orthodontics,
Just donated
Bennett Paint and Glass, and Marty's Pub and Grill. those are just some of our sponsors. Thank you for your support of Rock Springs Stallions baseball all season long.
Super.
As that one is just outside for a ball. 2-1 now.
Jonah, watch your coach, not the ball. He said yes, thank you.
And that one just high, covering the zone. 3-1 being a little bit high.
Go, Dad.
And that one in there for a strike over the heart of the plate. Full now. 3-2. One runner on, Jonah Anderson in scoring position on second. As that's low. Ball 4, so Dak Shepard
Griffin
now
Gardner.
at first on the walk. Griffin Garner now up. Garner with an out in left field in the first and then double in the second. So Garner's 1-1. And Griffin Garner,
Video, Ryan. Yes. Thank you.
that one just comes off for a foul.
I bet she's talking.
Take that one, kid. Straighten it out.
And there's one fouled, 0-2.
Go, Brett.
Griffin Garner readies for pitch 3. And that went low for a ball, 1-2.
Go, Brett.
That ball low on the left corner of the plate. And that one low and gets away. Allows both runners to advance. Jonah Anderson to third. Dak Shepard now up to second on that wild pitch.
Go, Brett.
2 runners now in scoring position for Rock Springs as that runs in, almost hits Garner, but Garner able to duck out of the way. Full count now, nobody out. 2 in scoring position for Rock Springs.
Watch those shins, Coach.
And that one fouled off.
You should see it. It's so bruised. It's disgusting.
Oh, I was like, you mean AKA Jonah? Watch your coach. Go, Griffey.
On 3-2, Garner watches one up high. Ball 4. That's a walk and with Ryan Zotti now coming up to the plate. Zotti has bases loaded and still nobody out. So a prime opportunity for Ryan Zotti.
Oh boy. Way to hold it. I would have swung.
Zotti watches that one. Just inside ball 1. 1-0 the count now.
Good eye. Better watch, bud.
That went over the plate in the dirt. Ball 2.
Go, Zoe.
And that went in the dirt. Ball 3. So Ryan Zotti on a 3-0 count. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Zotti can really be patient with his swings now.
Way to watch, kid. A little outside. What do we know?
Zani gets an RBI.
Up to bat, number
Buck
11,
called out
Dominic
at first. That's the first out of the inning. But that brings Jonah Anderson home on that sacrifice RBI grounder from Ryan Zadi.
Is that strike?
Oh, it's like, I keep forgetting Andrew on this.
Yes.
That's why I keep forgetting.
Dak Shepard now at third, Griffin Garner at second,
Kind of nice.
and Dominic Adams. And caught! Dak Shepard caught in the rundown at third. Dax called out in a rundown.
Ivan Valerio.
That's out number 2. But that counts as a hit for Dominic Adams. Adams now at first. Griffin Garner at second. 2 gone with Ivan Valerio up.
Ball.
And that one bounces away, so now it's Ivan Valerio ahead in the count 2-0.
Okay, I think we'll play Pretty Fly for a White Guy for your dad. You didn't even say dedicating this one
Coach Jason.
to Coach Jason Garner. Oh, nice.
And that one gets away. That allows Griffin Garner to move up to third. And Dominic Adams up to second.
Go, Ivan! Way to watch, kid!
Ivan Valerio
At
watches
number
that
48,
one for ball
Landon
4.
Oliver.
Go, Landon!
X gonna give it to you.
Landon Oliver now up.
It's not exactly where I wanted it, but
Oliver up with the bases loaded. 9-1. The score now. Rock Springs in front following that sacrifice RBI from Ryan Zadi that brought Jonah Anderson home earlier in the inning. That one in there for a strike. 0-1, 2 gone. Bases full for Rock Springs.
thanks again.
Oliver with a boomer, but that's caught in center for the third out.
This song is dedicated to Coach Jason.
That one caught by Dane. So there at the end of the bottom of the third, Rock Springs picks up 1. So it's Stallions 9, Green River 1. Stay with us, everybody. We head to the top of the 4th in this B-team matchup between Rock Springs Stallions and Green River Knights here in North Rock Springs. Your home, Rock Springs Stallions, lead up by 8, 9-1, going into the top of the 4th. This is Andrew Gallinger.
to bat number 11, Camden Leadus. For real this time.
Welcome back, everybody. Andrew Gallinger with you. Top of inning number 4. Game 1 of 2 in our season finale doubleheader here at home for Rock Springs Stallions B Team Baseball. Camden Liebelt up. Liebelt sees the first one just outside for a ball, 1-0 from Rock Springs pitcher Griffin Garner. Garner makes up for that one with a solid strike down the middle. 1-1 for the leadoff man in the inning, Liebelt. And that one just low, 2-1 now. And Garner ready, swinging through that one. Liebelt. Even count now, 2-2.
I think my Sally sons right here are the most sensitive. And like at the dentist, they were trying to help you up.
And Griffin Garner strikes out Camden Liebelt to lead off the 4th.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. You're a distraction. Up to bat, number 19.
Strong inning from Garner to set the first night down in the inning.
Let's go, Griffey!
Now batting, Rob Poiney.
Maybe I have run for a
Poiney was hit by pitch in the second.
Oh, was it double A?
Thank you.
I was like, I'm working on it. Yeah.
Swinging through that one, 0-1.
I think that should be, thank you, just the night where we
That
play
one.
songs that we like.
Just catches the zone.
Like
1-1 now.
It's on the 700 post.
Is that a call?
You cover it!
And that one just outside, 2-1. That one high of the plate, 3-1 now.
That's a good song to do in the middle.
Here's pitch 5. Swinging through that one.
Rock your body will do.
We can't play this.
3-2 now.
Let's rock your body again.
As we continue our way through the top of inning number 4.
That
That one in there for a strike. Griffin Garner caught Rob Poiney looking. Beautiful strike from Griffin
Number
Garner.
91, Drew Smith.
Go, grab one more!
Third baseman Ryan Zotti coming over to give Garner a high five on that one.
I haven't done it at all this season.
And that one for Drew Smith.
Because my mother was exactly working.
Just low, ball 1. 2 gone, nobody on for Green River. Because there's one that's up in the infield. Caught by Griffin Garner for the 3rd out. So it's a quick 3 up, 3 down. Rock Springs Stallions get the outs. So we head to the bottom of the 4th with the score still Stallions 9, Knights 1. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger, Rock Springs Stallions, American Legion, B Team Baseball. We'll be back for the bottom of inning number 4.
8, Colton Gunyon.
Alright, so.
Now pitching for your Green River Knights, number 24, Riker Dane.
And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of inning number 4. It'll be Colton Gunyon leading off the inning for the Rock Springs Stallions. Riker Dane now pitching for the Green River Knights. Replacing Landon Welch. Welch now in Dane's position in center field. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Rock Springs Stallions B team leads Green River Knights B team 9-1. And that went in there for a strike. 0-1. Colton Gunyon looking that one. And that one runs in on Gunyon. He has to slide out of the way. 1-1 now. And that one just low for a ball. 2-1.
I know you did. I always snap
Gunyon flew out and walked in both appearances.
What are you doing? Is Grenade
In the second inning,
or the bleachers, or is she sitting there?
He's right there.
3-1 now. And that one outside ball 4. Colton Gunyon
Number 17,
walks once again to lead off the 4th.
This sounds just like coming in hot.
I'm not waiting for her to say some blood. I can tell she ain't even trust me.
Damian Valerio now up. Valerio an 0 for 2 day. He struck out in the second in his first at bat. And then in the second at bat that he had in the second, he was a ground out victim at first.
Hold on. Where you going? You still all right.
Nice pitch. Ooh, high.
And that one just high for a ball. 1-0.
I thought it looked beautiful. Yeah.
Looked like easily over the zone, but apparently just high according to the home plate umpire. As that one just runs in on Valerio to the left of the plate. 2-0 now. Colton Gunyon on, following the walk. And Valerio fouls that one off. Two and one now.
I don't throw. That's what this is like. That's what
About half dark clouds, half blue sky hanging over the baseball field here at Paul J. Wataha Recreation Complex for Game 1 of 2 between the Rock Springs Stallions and Green River Knights B teams.
I haven't seen her all summer.
Here's pitch 4. That one in the dirt. 3-1 now.
I was like, okay, come on. Let's make up our minds and not push anyone. Okay?
Dane pitching that
Up to
one.
bat number 13,
Low ball
Jonah
4.
Anderson.
So Damian Valerio now gets to walk. Colton Gunyon advancing to second. Jonah Anderson now up. Anderson with the walk and single to second. The bump gets down, stays fair, and Anderson makes it to first.
Up to bat number 15, Dax Shelley. Oh, wait, what? Oh, just kidding.
That one stayed in the air and dropped to the
I guess
left.
it bounced foul because they're calling it a foul.
Oh, now they're calling it a foul.
That was the first pitch, so it would be...
Yeah, it looked like it was in there and then went out at the very last second. Fans cheered thinking it was fair, but home plate called it a foul, so Jonah Anderson back at the plate. Nobody out. 2 on.
Straighten it out, bud.
As Anderson fouls that one back. Here's the pitch. Anderson swings through that one.
That was number 15, Dax Shelley.
Striking out Anderson. That's out number 1. Dak Shepard now up. And Shepard, that's a slow roller. Quick toss back from the pitcher to third.
Up to bat number 41, Griffin Garner.
And catching Gunyon out at third. Took a while to get the official call, but that is the second out. Colton Gunyon out at third. Dak Shepard made it to first.
Can you video, Ryan?
I can do it.
Well, that way you can do this, and then we're not having to...
Griffin Garner now up with 2 on. As Garner swings through that one. Swings through his first 2. 0-2 now. 2 gone. 2 runners on for Rock Springs. And Garner fouls that one off. That one fouled to left. 0-2.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe stop stumping Sarah's.
Or looking for golf balls. Doesn't he like to do that?
And here comes the
Nice
pitch.
hit. There you
Garner.
go,
Strong hit. That gets down into right center.
Get dirty.
On Garner's single.
Up to bat number 10,
That
Ryan
brings
Zadi.
Damian Valerio home
Go, Zaddy.
on the single to right. So it's an RBI single
Blood seat for the Knicks.
for Griffin Garner.
They don't even want to pick. Want to lick up one. I done made a couple hits. Going hammer with a
On that RBI, we've now
It's never fault.
hit the 10-run threshold. Stallions 10, Knights 1. As we continue our way through the bottom of the fourth. That one for Ryan Zoddy, low for a ball. 1-0.
Speaking in sentences and being sarcastic.
It was about 2. We were coming back from Nebraska, and we saw a Pizza Hut emblem was off, like way out in the distance. And he's like,
And that one in there for a strike, the inner part of the zone.
talking about when I looked out the window.
1-1.
Like, how do you know?
2 gone with 2 runners in scoring position for the Stallions.
It's a precursor of really like recognizing those. Like,
Minnie?
oh my god, because he's so sarcastic. She was only, when she was 14 months old, she was talking complete sentences. Everybody thought she was like 3.
And I haven't shut up since.
She started talking to me. I'm gonna open it. Are you
And there's one right to the pitcher.
okay? No, I can't.
Toss over to third. And that's the third out.
What should I play?
Ryan Zoddy on the ground out.
The two that we have.
But Rock Springs able to pick up 1 here in the bottom of the fourth. So it's a 10-1. Rock Springs leading their county rival Green River as we head to the top of inning number 5. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger on the call for Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball. And welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 5 for the Green River Knights. Keenan Hamill up to bat. That one low for a ball, 1-0.
Like, I can't hear anything he says ever. And one day, oh, you know what would be a good one?
Griffin Garner still on the mound for Rock Springs.
Our love.
Hamill swings through that one. 1-1 now.
He wasn't even like freaked out. He was just like,
How'd you hear me?
I didn't hear anything.
But you heard that.
But I freaking heard it.
And that one low for a ball. 2-1.
I don't want it.
Way to save the boys, Landon.
Go, Griff.
Come on, Griffey. I don't want to play.
Griffin Garner readies. Here's the pitch. And that one just high for a ball. 3-1. And that one low, ball
Up to
4.
bat number 2, Ben Will.
Keenan Hamill on base to lead off the top of the 5th with a walk. Ben Leo now up. Leo watches that one up and out of the zone 1-0.
Where else would they be?
Yeah, you're right.
So modern, you know.
I know, I totally have to check yours.
I totally regret not bringing one.
And here's the next pitch to that one in there for a strike. 1-1. And that one outside gets away from Landon Oliver. Allows Keenan Hamill to advance to second on the wild pitch without rush.
They're growing on me. Because I can't drink beer.
Leo ahead in the count, 2-1.
Like, on a nightly basis throughout nursing school,
That one low for a ball from Griffin Garner, 3-1.
I'll do. Kickstart my heart.
These ones are more like
Yeah, that's.
Garner, here's pitch 5, and that one
Come on, Greg, we got this.
just tied for a ball. That's ball 4. Ben Leo on with the
Up to bat
walk.
number 21, Dawson Peterson.
We'll have a supply with me. I just didn't have time. I had to run.
Dawson Peterson ready to come up to the plate, but before that happens, we've got a pitching change.
So I didn't know.
Yeah, I had to pick mine up from Doggy.
Oh no.
She's climbing like 6.5 foot. The girl who picked her up was like,
Oh, and they decided Griffin Garner will remain in the game.
she's like, yeah, she put her front.
That looks so sad.
Whole team came out for that mound visit. So that's why it looked like there was going to be a pitching change, but Griffin Garner will stay in there on the mound. Dawson Peterson now up. And Peterson in the bump formation fouls that one off. 0-1. Peterson tries to bump, but that gets away from Landon Oliver, allowing Hamill and Lale to advance. Hamill to third. Ben Lale to second.
This feels so good. It's like so too much.
1-1 the count now. Is that one over the head of Dawson Peterson?
You got this.
He has to duck, so it's a 2-1 count now.
Because they're using it to keep score.
I suppose.
And there's a grounder to short. There's the first out, but Keenan Hamill came home. Hamill at home from third. So now it's a
Up to bat
2-10
number 9,
ball game.
Vander Welsh.
Go, Griffey. Come on, Greg, you got this.
Lander Welsh now up. That gets away on a wild pitch. And that allows
Bases are
New slate.
clear.
Let's go.
Ben Leo home.
Go, Griffey!
So just like that, it's 2 straight
Jaden?
runs that came in for Green River on wild pitches to make it now a 10-3 ball game.
Do you mind? I don't, there aren't too many. Oh, Joe.
For Lander Welch, he is now ahead 0-2. There's one that gets up and it drops in right. Lander Welch, an RBI double to right. Excuse me, no RBI, just the double. The double to right for Lander Welch.
All right, we need 2 more outs. Let's go, boys.
Get a double play right here.
Double
Riker
play is
Dane now up.
but
And that one just outside for a ball 1-0. Dane hit by pitch in the first. A ground out in the third. As that one gets away.
That would have been the easiest out ever!
Riker Dane's safe. At second.
Up to bat number 3, Bracken Leo.
Dane reaching on the fielding error from Rock Springs.
Guys, hold on.
somebody get there.
And that one gets through for Bracken Lale.
I don't know how many runs were there.
And as 2 come across, it got Bracken Lale out at second.
Camden Rebuild.
This is what can you get it? You can't get it.
Lander Welch and Riker Dane both came around.
I just want to make sure I'm right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Camden Liebelt now up. Bracken Lales hit to center. Brought Lander Welch and Riker Dane home.
It's 10.
And now the count for Camden Liebelt. 3-1. 2 gone, but we've seen Green River pick up 4 runs so far in this 5th inning. And there's a solid one, drops in left for Camden Liebelt. So that's a single to left.
Yeah.
Up to bat number 19, Brad.
All right, let's get this one out.
Rab Pointy now up. Pointy hit by the pitch in the second,
Nice pitch.
and then in the fourth he struck out. So still no hits for Rob Pointy as the first one goes for a strike, 0-1.
Nice pitch.
Swinging through that one, strong pitch Stallions Griffin Garner 0-2 now.
Oh my god. It's like,
Here's the next one. Pointy. That gets down just past the diving Dak Shepard. And going for a triple is Rob Pointy. And Camden Liebelt comes around to score. So Pointy is safe at third.
for that, number 91, Drew Smith.
On the triple to right.
I think somebody else is coming in.
With also an RBI as that brought Camden Liebelt home. And make it now a 10-6 ball game. And stay with us, folks. We now have another mound visit. And we've got Damian Valerio now pitching as we continue our way through the top of the fifth. Stay with us, folks, as Valerio warms up. This is Andrew Gallinger on Rock Springs Stallions, the team baseball.
Okay, I'm glad you appreciate this down there.
And welcome back, everybody. Continuing the fifth.
Now pitching Damian Valerio.
Now batting, Drew Smith for Green River. And the new pitcher for Rock Springs, Damian Valerio.
Nice pitch.
As the top of the fifth continues, that one nicely over the zone, 0-1. That one outside to the right of the plate, 1-1.
You're gonna have to let us sneak out to dinner or something for always mooching your uncle.
Here's pitch 3 from Damian Valerio.
Good.
That one just high, 2-1.
Let's end
This
this.
year on her birthday was like really
Nice pitch.
and then there was
Oh, you're close.
And that one just barely outside.
I feel like
Maybe just an inch off the right side chalk. 3-1.
Nice pitch. Come on, Damien, you got this.
Damien, you got this, kid?
Drew Smith fouls that one off. So we've got a full count. 2 gone and 1 runner on. And there's a strikeout. Drew Smith caught looking from Damian Valerio. That's the third out. So we now head to the bottom of inning number 5. With Rock Springs still in front, but now after 5 runs came across from Green River, it's a 10-6 ball game. Home team still in command now. Let's see what they can do as we head to the bottom of the 5th. It is going to be Dominic Adams leading off when we come back. This is Andrew Gallinger. You are listening to Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball.
Up to bat, number 11, Dominic Adams.
Hi, how are you? Good. Is it a little?
Welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the 5th inning. B-Team Baseball for the Rock Springs Stallions, hosting the Green River Knights.
Okay, can you just write the numbers?
Dominic Adams up, watches the first one for a ball, 1-0. Adams swings through that one, 1-1.
Come on, Dominic.
Dominic Adams watches, and that one just outside, ball 2.
So it goes to whatever, to the 9. No.
And that one just outside to the left of the plate over Adams' feet. 3-1 now.
So he had some the other day.
And that one low, ball 4.
Up to bat, number 30, Ivan Valerio.
So Dominic Adams with a leadoff walk for the Stallions here in the bottom of the 5th in game 1 of our doubleheader between these two teams. Rock Springs Stallions still in front of the Green River Knights, 10-6. And that one low, ball 1, racing to second, Dominic Adams. Unimpeded on the steal. Is that successful? So now we've got a runner on scoring position for the Stallions with Ivan Valerio up. And that one outside. Almost gets away from catcher Drew Smith. 2-0. Ivan Valerio on base via the walk all 3 times today. As that one bounces off the glove of the third baseman.
Up to bat, number 48, Landon Oliver.
Ben Lale can't keep up the handle on that one. So that allows Ivan Valerio to advance to third on the air.
Nice hit.
And Landon Oliver,
California.
Oh, shoot, that's me.
that gets
Up to
down
bat, number
center
8,
for a
Colton
single.
Gunyon. Huh?
What happened?
He got a single.
Colton Gunyon now coming up to the plate. Bases loaded for Rock Springs and nobody out. Here in the bottom of inning number 5.
Look at the door.
And that went in there for a strike, no swing for Gunyon. And Gunyon bunts. Out at home. Adams cut down at home.
Up next, number 17, Damian Valerio.
That's a sacrifice RBI. Excuse me, no RBI as Adams was out. So it's a bunt single for Colton Gunyon. Damian Valerio watches the first one for a ball, 1-0.
Oh, it can't sit all the way. No, keep going.
Good night, kid. Way to watch, buds.
And that went in there for a strike, 1-1 now.
No, you just want to keep doing that?
Come on, guys. We gotta get some runs here.
And Valerio!
Nice. Nice.
Up to bat, number 13,
And that
Jonah
one
Anderson.
not able to be handled cleanly by shortstop Brecken Whale. And that brings Ivan Valerio home on the single from Damian Valerio.
Come on, let's get some more. We definitely need some bumpers.
So it's now an 11-6 ball game following the Damian Valerio single. Bases remain loaded with Jonah Anderson up, Landon Oliver on third, Colton Gunyon on second, and Damian Valerio on first following the center field single. Jonah Anderson swings through that one. 2-1 now.
Good night, kid. Way to watch, bud.
That one just low for a ball. 3-1.
He needs to be in the box. What? E.
That one in there for a strike closer to the right part of the zone. No swing for Jonah Anderson that time. Full count now. 3-2. Anderson swings through that one.
Up to bat, number 15, Dax Shelley.
And that's out number 2.
Come on, we need to get some runs here.
Dax Shelley now up. And Shelley has to duck as that one is a ball, followed by the first one right through the zone. 1-1 now. 2 gone, bases loaded.
Back and out of there.
That one in there for a strike 1 and 2.
You got this, Dax. Come on, buddy.
And Doc Shelley watches that one just high for a ball. 2-2 now. And that one in the dirt had to be stopped by Smith. So now it's 3 and 2.
Win it.
Here's the pitch. That one strikeout looking for Doc Shelley. That's out number 3. So here at the end of 5, Rock Springs picks up 1. It is Rock Springs Stallions B team 11, Green River Knights B team 6, as we head to the top of the 6th. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger, game 1 of 2 here tonight on July 14th, 2022. Rock Springs Stallions B team hosting the Green River Knights. Stallions on top by 5. Stay with us. This is Andrew Gallinger. And welcome back, everybody, as we head to the top of inning number 6, game 1 of this doubleheader between the Green River Knights B team in town to take on the Rock Springs Stallions B team. Keenan Hamill is up at the plate. And those first 2 high and out of the zone, so it's a 2-0 count.
Who said that?
Jess.
And that one just high once again for a ball, 3-0. And that one outside to the right of the plate, ball 4.
Number 2.
So Keenan Hamill is on via the walk to lead off the top of the 6th.
But I'm not going to be nice to you
While you're here, to keep you here.
But I will not be nice.
Ben Lale now up.
Go, Damien.
That one just high. Ben Lale watched that one.
Watch 3.
And that one gets away. and racing for three, but dropping the ball, allowing him to be safe. Keenan Hamill on a wild pitch advanced all the way to third. Ryan Zotty just could not pull that one in cleanly to get Hamill out. So Hamill from first to third on that one wild pitch. Ben Lale at the plate now. Ahead, 3-1.
Nice pitch.
And that one in there for a strike from Damian Valerio. Full count. Nobody gone. Runner at third for Green River. And that one just low for a ball. So Ben Lale now on base via the
Up
walk.
to bat, number 21, Dawson Peterson.
Come on, guys.
Runners at the corners now for Dawson Peterson
Boy.
with nobody gone. That one just outside 1-0. And that one low ball too. Ben Lale up to second, unimpeded, credited with a steal. So now we have runners at second and third, as that one is just outside for ball 3. Dawson Peterson now in a favorable position. Let's see what Damian Valerio can do. And that one just outside for a ball. So now we've got Peterson on for the Green River Knights. Lander Welch now up. It's going to be bases loaded. But first, we have another mound visit by Rock Springs.
Are you paying attention? Oh, I thought he was up there.
Oh, you thought he was in the left.
Yeah. All right, what sun can we do here? Hand clap.
He knows. Stop, he knows. I see it.
Good one.
Big Ty smushed his fingers on the board.
Did he?
He was crying because the door shut.
You know what? If it's not.
And we do have a pitching change now. Dominic Adams into the game on the pitcher's mound now. As soon as Adams finishes warming up, we have bases loaded for Green River with Lander Welch at the plate.
That's much better. I feel like it's a little cooler.
Dominic Adams wraps up his pitching warm-up for Rock Springs. Green River's Lander Welch back up to the plate here in the top of the 6th.
Up to bat, number 9, Lander Welch.
And that one just high for a ball. 1-0. Bases full for the Knights. Nobody out. What can Dominic Adams do is that gets away from catcher Oliver. Allows Keenan Hamill home from third on the wild pitch. Makes it now an 11-7 ball game. Ben Lale now at third. Dawson Peterson at second. And there's one just low, so now it's 3-0 the count for Lander Welch. Can Dominic Adams ring up his first out on the mound? Not this time, as that one is just out to the right of the plate. Ball 4. And that gives us, once again,
Up to bat, number
bases
24,
loaded.
Riker Day.
Following Keenan Hamill coming home from third on the wild pitch. 11-7 the score, following Keenan Hamill just jogging home from third. Stallions still in front.
This pitch.
Riker Dane now at the plate. That one just outside. 1-0.
I thought they said they weren't practicing.
I have no idea.
Here's pitch 2. That one
Oh my God, Landon.
just outside, but gets away from
One.
Landon Oliver. And the throw back home gets away. And that brings Lale and Peterson. Ben Lale and Dawson Peterson both home on the wild pitch. And just like that, this is a 9-11 ball game.
So, yeah.
As that got away, bounced closer to first.
Come on, guys. Just
Ivan Valerio tried to come up with it.
get it down.
And then Jonah Anderson gets the fly out for Riker Dane.
Up to
There's
bat,
out number 1,
Bracken Lale.
but it's a sac fly, and that brings Lander Welch home. So now it's an 11-10 ball game. As I was saying, when Lale and Peterson came home, and that wild pitch bounced close enough to first.
Nobody on.
At first base, Ivan Valerio got it, but then overthrew catcher
What is it? That's an inspirational song.
Landon Oliver, so that allowed the second runner, Dawson Peterson, to come home as that got away, and then we just had the sacrifice fly from Riker Dane that brought Landon Welch home from third, and it makes it now an 11-10 ball game. Stallions only up by 1. Bracken Lale now up.
Come on.
1-1. There's a hit, slow roller.
Thank you.
And close play at first. Bracken Lale out.
Up to bat, number 11, Camden Liebel.
And that was Colton Gunyon just bobbled it, but recovered in time. to get it to Ivan Valerio for the second out. So that's a 4-3 out for Brock and Lale. Here is the sixth continues, and that's out number 2. Colton Camden Liebelt is now up. That one runs in and hits him. So Liebelt advances to first on the hit by pitch. Rob Poigny now back up. He hit a triple in the 5th, and then he was hit by the pitch in the 2nd. As that one gets away from catcher Landon Oliver.
You're good, Dom. You got this, kid.
Come on, Dom.
That allows Liebelt to move up to second. 1-1 the count now.
Nice pitch.
Poigny swings through that
One
one.
more.
1-2, 2 gone. One runner on at second for the night. Can Griffin Garner end the 6th right here?
Go, Dom. You got this, bud.
Garner steps back to take a breather on the mound. Looks out at Poigny. A throw back to second, but that gets away. No advancement for Liebelt. But that got away from second baseman Gagnon and had to be brought in.
Just one more. Oh, no.
And that one gets away, wild pitch. So that allows Liebelt of Green River to move up to third.
Are we at 2-1? Nice pitch. Somebody.
And there's one. That ball gets up and drops in the shallow right. Poigny with the RBI single.
Huh?
And that brings Camden Liebelt home from third. And now this game is tied as we continue our way through the top of the 6th. 2 gone. Now with Drew Smith. Can Griffin Garner get out of this? That one outside to the right of the plate.
Don't do this.
And there's a successful steal from Poigny. Now for the Knights, runner in scoring position.
Go, Dom.
Nice pitch.
Good. Make a swing, bud.
And Drew Smith swings through that one. So it's now a 1-1 count. Garner with the pitch, swinging through that one is Smith. 1-2, strong pitch. And that pitch from Dominic Adams, not Griffin Garner. Dominic Adams now on the mound.
throw it to Landon's glove. Landon, catch it.
And that went outside for a ball. Even now, 2-2.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right about that. Seems like he's so
You can be mean, Brian.
And here comes the next pitch. That went a screamer, but it pulls just foul for Drew Smith and the Knights. Count remains 2-2. 2 gone with 1 runner on base. And that one just high for a ball. 3-2. Is this game still even at 11?
nice pitch.
That one just high, ball 4.
Up for that, number 12, Keenan Hamill.
Next up for Green River, Keenan Hamill. That will follow a Rock Springs Mound visit. As we are just about 90 minutes in to this game 1 between Green River Knights and Rock Springs Stallions B teams. Dominic Adams stays in there as this game is tied. 5 runs picked up in this inning in the last. The continuing 6th that we are in now, as well as the 5th, to give Green River the 10 runs they needed to tie this game back up, as that one is in there for a strike. Rock Springs picked up 8 in the 2nd and then 1 in the 3rd through the 5th to get to where we are. And that one is caught at second. That's the 3rd out. So we now head to the bottom of the 6th. We've got a nail biter here, folks. It is an 11-11 tie between the Green River Knights and Rock Springs Stallions. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, can Stallions put more on the board and retake the lead? Find out next. This is Andrew Gallinger with Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball, hosting their Sweetwater County rival, Green River Knights.
Up next for the Stallions is number 41, Griffin Garner.
Go, Griffin!
Griffin Garner now up for Rock Springs Stallions to lead off the bottom of the sixth in this B-team matchup between Rock Springs and Green River, Sweetwater County rivals. As that first one is low for a ball, 1-0. That one right over the heart of the zone got Garner looking, 1-1.
Go, Griffin!
Garner has to lean out of the way of that one as it ran in on him, 2-1 now. And Garner fouls that one off down the third baseline.
No.
Sorry.
And that one is high and runs in on him. Full count now, 3-2. And that one low on the right corner of the zone.
Up to that,
Ball
number
4.
10, Ryan Zotti.
A leadoff walk for Rock Springs to start the bottom of the sixth. Ryan Zotti now up to the plate.
Alright, you were due, buddy.
And Griffin Garner races around to third as a throw to catch Garner out at first, gets away and allows Griffin Garner to move all the way from first to third on the same wild pitch. So Ryan Zotti sees his first one go for a foul. 0-1 now.
Let's go, Ryan!
Here's pitch 2. Zotti watches that one. Just high for a ball. 1-1.
Come on, Ryan, let's go.
Yes.
And that one outside to the right of the plate. 2-1 now.
Let's go, Ryan!
And Zotti, that's caught at third. And that is Zotti called out,
Up to
but
bat,
he
number 11,
gets
Dominic
credited with an RBI as Griffin Garner comes home from third. And that gives Rock Springs the lead back. 12-11 now. The home team leads. Stallions back in front. Is that first one for Dominic Adams. Just outside for a ball. 1-0. Adams watching for the pitches. Bases are clear following the sacrifice RBI. Where Zotti was out, Griffin Garner came home from third on that sacrifice RBI to break the 11-11 all score.
Wear that.
No, don't wear that.
Yes.
Wear it in the head.
Yes, you do. It's a free base.
Dominic Adams
Up to bat, number 30.
has
Ivan
to duck,
Valerian.
so now
That's a
that's
free-
ball 4.
Oh, wait.
No,
Go, Ivan.
he's not up yet. There was only 3.
You didn't wear it.
Just kidding.
JK.
Bye back, guys. You want help?
Oh, apologies, that was only ball 3, and Dominic Adams headed to first, so he must have even missed the count.
There. Now.
And there it was
Now,
outside.
Up to bat. Number 30, Ivan Valerian.
Now Adams can rightfully walk to first. Ivan Valerio now up. And Valerio watches in there for a strike. Low part of the zone.
I could be completely.
Here's pitch 2 for Ivan Valerio.
Who was that?
Valerio fouls that one off to right.
That foul ball was
0 and
sponsored
2
by
now.
Hub Insurance.
Rub it out, Ivan. Go, Ivan.
Then you can do Bennett take me last.
Ivan Valerio ready in the box. Here it comes. Outside, gets away. Adams advancing uncontested on the wild pitch. 1 and 2 now. 1 gone with the runner in scoring position for Rock Springs. The Rock Springs Stallions up on the Green River Knights by a slim 12-11 margin. Here as we work our way through the bottom of inning number 6 in game 1 of 2 between these two teams here tonight. And Ivan Valerio swings through that one for the
Up to
second
bat, number
out.
48, Landon Oliver.
Go, Landon.
Landon Oliver now up. A 3 for 4 day. 2 doubles that also were RBIs. And then a center field single, so Landon Oliver pretty strong on the day, swinging the bat. 2 gone, 1 runner on.
Good eye, kid.
There you go.
Does
Nice
that
job.
one get away? So Dominic Adams goes from second to third on that wild pitch. Dominic Adams earlier advanced to first on the walk, then second and third
Come on, Landon.
just now on wild pitch. Landon Oliver watched that one in the dirt. 2-0 now. And that one just barely high for a ball. 3-0. But Landon Oliver in a good position. Let's see what he can do. Does he just wait on this one? Yes, he does. That one a strike.
Me, stupid. Look, the plate's right there. I'm so actually behind it.
And there's Oliver with power. But that's caught in right center for the third out.
The final countdown. Or maybe not the final countdown. Let's go.
Valiant effort by the Stallions. Picking up 1 to break the 11-11 tie. Rock Springs Stallions B team
Get low.
on top of the Green River Knights B team. 12-11 as we head to the top of inning number 7 with the Green River Knights swinging the bats next.
I don't remember all of that. Yeah, that's my mama's
This is gonna happen. 3 up, 3 down. Come on, girls. Come on, Andrew. Give us some mojo. Good game, right?
Very good. And welcome back, everybody, here to Rock Springs, Wyoming. Andrew Gallinger with you. Rock Springs Stallions B-Team Baseball hosting Green River Knights in Game 1 of 2 between these county rivals. This is the final night of home play for 2022 for the Stallions B-Team. Stallions lead it 12-11 as we go into the top of the 7th. Rock Springs needs to keep Green River off the board. If they do, we have no bottom of the 7th, and the Stallions take the victory. This 5-20 Stallions team really wants to put the exclamation point out there and beat their county rival. Let's see what they can do as the top of the 7th begins. Ben Lale now up to bat. And that went outside to the right of the plate. Dominic Adams, catcher Landon Oliver having to stretch out. 1-0. And that one runs in over Ben Lale. 2-0 now.
Go, Don!
Just let him hit it, buddy. Nice.
And that went outside right of the plate. Ball 3.
You're good, Dom. Settle down, kid. You got this, bud.
Dominic Adams just needs to get back in his groove, especially at this point. And that is just low.
Up to bat number 21.
Ball 4 according to the home plate ump. That looked like it could have gone either way to me. But that's going to be a walk to lead off the 7th for Ben Lale. Dawson Peterson now up for Green River.
Nice pitch, kid.
And that one
Looked good, Don.
just low. Looked like a very good over the hard strike, but just barely low according to the home plate umpire. 1-0 now as Dawson Peterson
There you go, kid.
is at the
Right
plate.
there, Dom.
That one in there. 1-1 now.
Ooh, that looked good.
And that one just low.
Oh, that would be so bland.
2-1 now. Nobody out. Leadoff man here in the top of the 7th for the Green River Knights on base. Wind starting to pick up as that gets away from Landon Oliver. Ben Lale moves up to second. No ability to get Lale out, so he advances on the wild pitch.
Come on, let him hit this.
3-1 the count now. As that one runs in on Peterson for ball 4.
Up to bat, number 9, Lander Welsh.
You're good, John. Settle down, kid. You got it. Get it done.
Lander Welsh now up as it is starting to get progressively windier here in North Rock Springs. Begs the question, was that a slight factor in these last few pitches from Dominic Adams? As all the lights are now on here at the baseball field. So game 2 tonight between the Stallions and Knights, the official final home game of the year, will be under the lights. And we've got a new pitcher for Rock Springs, Ivan Valerio, hoping to close this one out. When Valerio ends his warm-up, Lander Welch will be up at the plate with 2 on. The tying run for Green River will be in scoring position. A crucial pitching opportunity for Ivan Valerio. No outs, 2 runners on. Stallions only leading by 1 in the 7th and final inning, provided we don't go to extra
Now,
innings.
for your Rock Springs Stallions, Ivan Valerio.
Lander Welch now in the box. Ivan Valerio, the new pitcher for Rock Springs.
Nice top.
And that one just barely outside 1-0.
Come on, Landon. We need you back there, buddy.
Well, he's not driving. He's in the back seat.
Here's pitch 2. That one outside.
Or else I would have been like,
Gets away from Landon Oliver. Allows Ben Lale and Dawson Peterson to move up a base. Lale at third. Peterson at second.
come on, 90%.
2 runners now in scoring position with the 2-0 count. That one low. It's 3-0 now. Green River Knights ahead in the count.
That door's gonna come slam shut pretty soon.
Here's the next one.
Maybe just put the
That one in there.
door.
Right side of the plate.
Actually,
3-1
maybe, yeah, take it off just so Ty doesn't
for
get
Stallions
pinched in there.
pitcher, Ivan Valerio. Here's the next one. That one outside. Ball 4. So Lander Welch walks.
Is they can be
Riker Dane now up to the plate with the bases loaded in the top of the 7th.
No, that's it. I honestly, this is sound late.
Here's the first pitch to Dane. That one just barely outside to the left of the plate. 1-0. And that one low again, ball 2.
Come on, Ivan, you can do this.
No outs for Green River. Bases loaded.
Oh, looks good, bud.
And that one just barely low and outside. 3-0. Here's the pitch, ball 4. And that brings Ben Lale home. So now we are tied 12-12. So we will have a bottom of the 7th. All 4 batters in this top of the 7th for Green River have been walked. And that one gets away. Wild pitch, Dawson Peterson comes home. And it's now Green River in front, 13-12. Landon Oliver just unable to pull that one up cleanly. Dawson Peterson home on the wild pitch to give the Knights a 13-12 lead in this B-team battle of county rivals. Brock and Lale now up. Lale with a 1-1 count. And there's one right to Valerio. And that's out number 1. But that brings Lander Welch across.
Get him.
Caught in a rundown at third. Is down. And as you can probably hear, out at home on a rundown.
Number 11, Camden Lebo.
That's the second out. So Camden Liebelt now up. But that brought in another run for Green River, the first one. Lander Welch came in, so it's now a 14-2 lead for Green River here in the top of the 7th. Over Rock Springs, Camden Liebelt now up. Liebelt swings through that one. It's 1-1 now. First one was low for a ball to make it 1-0. Now with Liebelt swinging through that one, it's 1-1. 2 gone. That one just outside to the right of the plate. 2-1. 2 gone for the Knights. Rock Springs needs to stop the bleeding. And swinging through that one, Liebelt, strike 2. Count even at 2-2. Nobody on now for Green River. Ivan Valerio needs this strikeout. And Liebelt swings and makes just slight contact with that to keep this plate appearance in the top of the 7th alive for the Knights. As the wind picks up, you gotta think that's having an effect. Ivan Valerio, here's the pitch. That runs in and hits Liebelt, and you gotta think that one is, without question,
Up to bat number 19.
a hit by pitch, factored in by the increasing winds here in North Rock Springs.
Go, Ivan, you got this, kid.
The way that came off of Valerio's glove, it was clear that the wind had something to do with that one. As that one gets away to the right of the plate, Oliver able to stop it. Two gone, 1 on, followed the hit by pitch for Green River. Camden Liebelt on first. Rob Poigny up at the plate now. First one in the dirt, 1-0. That one just high. So it's 2-0 now. Ivan Valerio readies. Swinging through that one is Poigny for the strike. And Camden Liebelt still second successfully on that one. So now we've got a runner in scoring position for Green River, but Rock Springs trying to stop the bleeding as that one is in there for a strike. Full count now, 2 gone. Runner at second. Can Ivan Valerio and the Stallions defense get out of this? And that one's low. Ball 3. Full count now. 2 gone. Runner in scoring position for Green River. A critical pitch right now for Ivan Valerio and the Rock Springs Stallions. Here it comes. That one way outside. Ball 4 runs in on Rob Poigny.
Up to that, number 12, Keenan Campbell.
Poigny now up to first.
Oh wait, number 91,
Drew Smith now up for the Knights. Smith the batter. 2 runners on.
Nice pitch.
That one just low.
Mine, you got this one.
Ball 1. And there's one pounded to left. That gets down. And that is a single for Drew Smith. And an RBI, Camden Liebelt
Now up to bat, number 12.
came around to score on that RBI single to deep left from Drew Smith. So now it's 15-12. Green River with the lead here as we continue to work our way through the top of the 7th. Keenan Hamill now up.
Just one more.
2 gone, so the Stallions only need 1 out as that one is also just outside for a ball. 2-0 the count now.
Thank goodness I have my acrylics on so I can't bite my nails, huh?
Runners at second and third on the wild pitch. And there's another wild pitch, and that brings
I swear I really no, I actually swear.
once again Smith home now.
One more out. Okay, one more out. Is that a 15 or 16?
Excuse me, that brought Poigny home. Smith is at third. And there's one that gets away. Hamill racing to first. Poigny now home from third.
Right? That's how I feel at this point.
And just like that, it is Green River Knights B team
Bye.
leading 17-12. 16 runs put up by Green River in the last 3 innings to now take this 5-run lead as there's another wild pitch. Ben Lale now up 1-0 now.
Come on, Ivan. I think so.
Ivan Valerio, that one just tied. So Ben Lale watches 2-0 the count now. And in this seventh, we have seen all 9 batters. 8 of them have already
You're good, Ivan. You got this, bud.
Double elimination.
gotten on base.
What are we doing?
6 runs across.
I thought they just me too. I was like, they do
As we're back to the top of the order, Ben Lale. So this is technically the 10th batter in this top of the 7th for Green River. The Knights have pulled out in front by 5, 17-12. And there's ball 4 for Ben Lale.
It just started playing on
Lale now at first following the ball. Keenan Hamill is up to third on those last couple wild pitches, so we now have runners at the corners as Dawson Peterson will be up following a mound visit by the Rock Springs Stallions.
so sad. But, like, I don't know, it's just like the summer flew by. Like, I was, Conrad was, he got to me, he was like, because he asked me to date the other day, and he's like, holy crap, he's like,
It's
insane.
insane.
He's like, I didn't even realize we were that far in.
And Ivan Valerio staying on the mound.
Oh, it was state dates, that's what it was, because he put his time off request for the end of the month and starting next week. And so I was like, you better change. I'm like, dude, I'm like, you're not 2 weeks out, you're a week out.
Like you have to.
Yeah. He's like, God, I didn't realize I was already all managing it. It's like, I know, it's crazy.
Ivan Valerio with the throw, that's low.
Batting is number 21, Dawson Peterson.
Ben Lale still successfully with Dawson Peterson up. 1-0 the count.
But with state
Green River Knights have pulled ahead by 5 with 6 runs here in this top of the 7th. That went in there for a strike. 1-1. We've got 2 outs. Can Rock Springs and Ivan Valerio get out of this jam? That one just high for a ball. 2-1. And that one again, same spot, just high again. 3-1 now. 2 gone. 2 runners on. Keenan Hamill at third. Ben Lale at second. As that one's in there for a strike. Full count now. 2 outs. Can Ivan Valerio and the Stallions defense get out of this? There's one that's on. Valerio catches it in the infield. That's the end of the top of the 7th.
So,
In the 7th that saw 11 batters, 6 runs across that gave Green River the lead and forcing a bottom of the 7th in this game 1. Can Rock Springs Stallions B team come back over their cross-county rival and pick up 6 to take the win? We'll see as we head to the bottom of the 7th. This is Rock Springs Stallions baseball. Game 1 of this doubleheader between Sweetwater County rivals, Green River Knights in town, taking on the host, Green River Knights. here in North Rock Springs. Stay with us, folks. The final 7th inning is coming up. Stallions need 5 to tie, 6 to win it. Stay with us.
But to that, number 8, Cole and Gallinger.
I know we were talking about. You know what I think? If anything, if there's any makeup to be done, I think that doubly. No, I mean, we wanted to do it, and then he was like, I'm not going to do it. We had to get it all figured out. And he didn't want to do it that way, so it's like, we do it up. And then the weather, and then we're planning. So, oh, that'd be fun.
And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the 7th inning. Game 1 of this doubleheader tonight between Sweetwater County rivals Green River Knights and Rock Springs Stallions. B team Knights put up 6 in the top of the 7th to take a 17-12 lead. Can Rock Springs pull out with 6 runs to take the win? Colton Gunyon up right now. 1-1 now. We'll see. Stay with us, folks. This is Andrew Gallinger. This end to game 1 between these county rivals is getting good as that one is outside. Pitching for Green River, Riker Dane. And Dane now went in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Gunyon, what can he do? And there's one to second. Throw to first.
Up to bat, number 17.
And Colton Gunyon called out, but he went down slightly awkward. That went a 4-3 out on that roller that caught Gunyon out to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Now up, Damian Valerio. Valerio watches the first one for a ball just below the zone, but above the dirt. 1-0 now.
You're kidding.
And so it was actually a blessing in disguise, in all honesty. I was like, that is, he was like, we didn't know we were going to do that. So
And that went in there for a strike.
I'm excited.
Caught Damian Valerio looking.
Yeah.
Open apology. Apologies. Yep, strike 2, so I'm correct.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And they call that a strike 3 looking.
Up to bat, number 13, Jonah Anderson.
So that's out number 2. Wow, I'm not sure about that. That easily looked outside to the left of the plate. Now up Jonah Anderson.
He just wants to be done.
That went in there for a strike. 0-1.
You get it? Don't smash your fingers right now.
That went low for a ball. 1-1. 2 gone for the Stallions. This is the last chance here in the bottom of the 7th. Jonah Anderson. Anderson puts one up. It's caught in shallow right. And that's the game. Green River Knights B team beats Rock Springs B team 17-12 on 6 runs for the Knights in the top of the 7th. Going into the 7th, the score was 12-11. Rock Springs with the lead. Those 6 runs from Green River were the ones that did the Stallions in. 17-12. The win for Green River in game 1. Rock Springs with this loss, the B team falls to 5-21. Thanks for joining us, folks. This has been Andrew Gallinger. Stay with us for game number 2 coming up in just a little bit.